So let's go to 54 first of all, and I'm just going to introduce that a little bit. I wanted to start compass directions, but we're not going to have time for that, so I'm going to just leave that for tomorrow. So 54 is where we're at. Okay. So you will have noticed that for quite a few of the triangles or the questions we did today, there's a mix of right triangles and oblique triangles, right? So that is still always going to be present. Quite often there will be a height where you have a 90-degree angle, and there will be multiple triangles at the same time. Okay, so if you go to 54, I'm giving you some steps that you should follow, right? So fill in what you can tell without solving, right? And we use complementary and supplementary angles if present. You got to start with a triangle that has the most information, right? You want to start with a triangle that has the most information present after filling everything in. I would say solve for the side that is shared between the triangles if there are multiple triangles. Now solve for the side required for to answer the actual question. Okay. So here is the first one. So this one has a diagram provided. Let me just find my key here. There you go. So in this case, quite often it will not be filled in, but this is very similar to the one I just did with you where I was at the top of the cliff. However, right now you're given angles of elevation, right? However, if this would have been a depression question, you could have easily brought them down using alternate interior angles to begin with. All right, so here we have two right triangles, right? You've got the big one and the small one, and you have this oblique triangle in here, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on here. The first thing that I would draw your attention to is this one here. There's a chance to bring, right? To bring an angle inside this triangle out here. Okay, so we can actually say, hey, if this is 180, right? If this straight line down here is 180 and this is cut by 58, I can easily find this side right here. And that'll be 122, right? I just went 180 minus 58 to get 122, right? So perfect. I have that going for me. So this is 122 now. And as soon as you have two angles, you should immediately know, right? Oh, I can find the third. So this is basically a bit of a review from what we've just done. So this is 180 minus 42 minus 122. And that gives us 16 degrees. Right, so you've got the 16 going on there, which is perfect because now, if you look at it, right, you have a pair. So you definitely want to work with this triangle because most of the information is found inside that oblique or obtuse, in this case, triangle, right? So you got to be creative here. The answer, so the ultimate question is how tall is the tree, right? That's the ultimate. So we're working our way towards it. So I would say this. Find the one that's shared. I'm going to find this one, which I'm going to call X. And then this length right here, which I'm after, because it's the height, I'm going to call that H for height. Okay. So the first step would be to either find this one, the shared one. You could have also found this one out here, but I like to find the one that's shared. That's usually my go-to. So we have our pair, sine of 16 over 70. And I told you most of the time it's sine law, right? sine of 42 over x. Okay. We figure out x. So today I'm not going to actually calculate that live. I'm just going to give you the procedures. Okay, so you figure that out. X is equal to 169.93 meters. Okay, important, but not answering the question just yet. How are you going to find the height now? Shortcut, right? Shortcut. The height is simply this slanted 169.93 times sine of what? Because I have a lot of students do sine of 122. No, it's the one that's facing the height, right? So it's slant times sine of 58. Okay, sine of 58. So that's 169.93 times sine of 58. 144.11. And we are in meters. It's a very tall tree. Right, so there you found it. So basically, I did this in one step. So this is my second step. And this would be my third step to find the height. So if you're stuck, just start solving for what you know. Start filling in your diagram, and then slowly get to where you want to go. All right. So I want you to try, and these ones have diagrams, so it's good practice to still go through them and visualize, right? How would I do this without a diagram? But you can kind of match the text to the diagram and kind of have an idea what's happening. So let me just look with you here. I'm just going to tell you to go 55, 56, all the way to 58. And remember, every page is one question usually. So it seems like it's a lot, right? But it's one question per page. I will post the key. And I'll say this, keep trying, okay? Keep trying. There's a time where I run out of ideas. We run out of scenarios. And basically, the question may change, but the setup, you will recognize, oh yeah, this is one of those where the height is given to me. I got to split this up into two right triangles. Or I'm looking at something up, right? And I've got a bunch of angles. I know how to bring stuff in and solve for what's unknown. I want you to be really good at these ones, because tomorrow we're going to start talking compass directions. So we're going to go north 20 degrees west and so forth. We're going to actually have like compass directions given there, and it's going to add one extra layer of difficulty. Okay. So 55 to 58, that's it. But wait, there's more. I'm just going to tell you this. Okay. So let's say you do these questions. You're like, okay, I think I got it. But I want more without diagrams, Mr. Dirksen, okay? I will assign them later on anyways, but I will show you, on page 78, if you go to page 78, there's just a bunch of word problems there. They're actually really good. The key is already, if you keep flipping through these questions, if you keep flipping through them, the key is in the back afterwards. You start seeing a key, and that's all those word problems that come before it. So if you want more, there is more, okay? So you decide how much practice but for now I would say just focus on the ones I have assigned, but if you want more practice, there it is, okay? And that's all for today, guys. Keep practicing, keep going at it, and you'll get better at it.